Good morning, everyone. I hope today has greeted you well. Today we're going to learn from Ralph Waldo Emerson. I'm not going to read exactly Emerson word for word. What I've done is his language is pretty thick and flowery. The prose that he uses is oftentimes really hard to understand. So what I've done is I've taken some of his essays and I've rewritten them in language that I can understand in an attempt to grasp what he's telling me. I want to read a couple of things from his essay called Nature and apply it. Spiritual laws, not nature. I'm an idiot. YouTube presenters. Those of us who put ourselves in front of the camera and perhaps struggle with content, identity, purpose, niche. So I'm going to read a few of these lines with that in mind, and let's see what we get from it. Each man has his own vocation. There is only one direction open to him. His natural aptitude invites him there constantly. The more truly you consult your own powers, the more your work will stand out from others. The height of the pinnacle is determined by the breadth of the base. In other words, every pipe presenter has their own natural aptitude for what they have to bring to the table here on YouTube. And it's your natural aptitude that should invite you back constantly. And the more you depend on yourself, and the less you depend on others, the more yourself will come through in your videos. Be not afraid of who that is. By doing your work, you create a need in others only you can supply. Every man should let go and express the force and meaning that exists within him or her. Too often we resign ourselves to the day-to-day details of our work. This is when we become part of the machine and are lost. Until we can express ourselves to our fullest potential as a wise and good man, we will not find our vocation. Every man should let go and express the force and meaning that exists within him. So, express the meaning in the force that exists within you when you approach your videos. And do not resign yourself to the day-to-day details of the work that is the YouTube pipe community. Otherwise, you will run a risk of becoming part of the machine and become lost. Because until you can express yourself to the fullest potential as a wise and good YouTube presenter, you will not find your vocation. We like to do things people approve of and are blind to doing things in a divine manner. Accept your genius and say what you think. To make habitually a new estimate, that is elevation. Emerson writes that a great man never knew he was great. It took a century for it to happen. And the reason why he became great is because he did what he felt he must, and because it was in his nature to do so, and was not influenced by other people or outside influences. Human character publishes itself. When you speak, your character is known. But when you're silent, your fellow men only learn that you cannot help them. The lesson here, he says, is to be, not to seem. Let us learn that truth alone makes us rich and great, and unlearn the wisdom of the world. To be, not to seem. So, go forth in your YouTubery and be. Don't just seem. Smoke a Lamp is out.